Looks like the clouds have kind of changed since we first jumped in this game. It was, seems like it was a bit more red when we started, but now we're getting like a nice green, pale nimbus. I love that the clouds move too. It's so moody. Alright, so what do we have to see out here? There's nothing in the well, is there? Or the fountain, rather? No, I don't think so. We've got some trails back here. Left or right? Let's go to the right. Some weird plots of land over here. Slowing down this trail, maybe? Ooh! Is this a church? Or is it a crypt? Like a mausoleum? The massive double doors leading to the interior of the chapel were locked. So it is a chapel. That's pretty strange, having your own private chapel on your property. I would sooner would have expected a mausoleum, but to each their own, I guess. Maybe there's a mausoleum yet. Maybe it doubles as both, who knows? Real quick though, we don't have the key to this, do we? Because I know we do have some keys. I doubt it's going to be this key. I think this is our car key, in fact. Yeah, okay, no, that one doesn't work. How about this one? Skeleton key. No, it's not the skeleton key either. Oh, this is a magnifying glass, isn't it? Okay, and that's... I don't have any other keys in my inventory. Lantern. Envelope. I'm assuming we need to mail that? I'll look out for somewhere to mail that. This... hey! Looks like this is actually like a journal here. Yeah, okay, so... this might be another good way to figure out what our objective is. So, I won't go ahead and read through all this because it's probably just recap. But we have, as the last entry, I should probably start working right away, but I'm really dying to explore the place. So that's the game's way of telling me to keep on poking around, which I will gladly do. Was there anything else over here? I was gonna say, it was kind of weird for a crypt to have a bell tower. Guess not. Okay, nothing else in the surrounding area? I can't even go to the back of the house, can I? Maybe just not from this angle. The soil in this area of the garden was devoid of life. That's creepy. Is it like a burial mound or something? Could be some reason why nothing grows there. Okay, so the chapel's down that way. Now what happens if I go to the right? First of all, can I go down there? Nah, the rocks kind of looked like it might have been a path. Okay. It's a nice little pretty trail. Is that a greenhouse? Yeah. Door to the greenhouse was stuck, probably due to some serious rusting of the hinges. Really? They have to not let me in the greenhouse? Come on. I want to know what's in there. And I don't think we have anything that can loosen it up. Not unless we can use the lamp oil on it. The lamp didn't have any oil in it. Okay, so even if we did have oil, I don't think the game would let me use it to loosen that up. So is there nothing else out here then? Some more weird dirt mounds, but I don't think the game wants me to go looking at those. Unfortunately. Keep looking around. This way. That way, and then... wait, there's another path over here? No, wait, no, where did the other path go? There were 3 options there. To the wagon? Okay, yeah, what's over here? Ooh, look at that. It's an old, lone, dead tree. Ooh, a little pond at the bottom, too. There was a small pool of water below the arching tree. That's pretty. I don't think it's big enough to go fishing in or anything, but it's always an interesting thing to have a nice little pond. But is there nothing else here, though? I guess this game isn't going to be much for letting us explore the property. Nothing really out in the woods. At least not yet. Okay, which way was out? It was through this hollow here, wasn't it? Was that all there is to see out here? There's another path over by the car, isn't there? Yeah, what's over here? Ooh, old shed. Hefty lock was preventing my entry to the garage. Okay, shed, garage, same thing. Is that what our key is for? Please tell me it is. Key didn't fit there. Key didn't fit there. No, I don't think we have a way to get in there either. Anything in these barrels? Nah, it doesn't look like we have that either. I'm assuming something's going to be in the shed that's going to let me open the garden doors. So probably one thing at a time. Or the greenhouse doors, rather. And then it's just the car over there and the gates. Even if I wanted to leave, I could not do so on foot. Okay, is there nothing in the trunk of the car, maybe? It was the boot of my car, which, considering my non-existent technical expertise, I hoped I would never need to open. Poor fella. And then, in the car itself, we can honk the horn. Nothing left in the glove box. Wow. I guess that maybe we missed something inside, because it seems like we're not done with it yet. A majestic grandfather clock was gently ticking nearby. It was almost sleep-inducing, but I was glad it was working. Alright. We should... I'm thinking. Maybe another phone call? Yeah, you know what? We actually found that one phone number that was in our, Yeah, here we go. There was the phone number that was in our suitcase for Barbara. Is she gonna pick up? No? No answer? Really? Let's try calling Jerry at the least. Maybe there's something new to talk with Jerry about.
Jerry, it's me.
What's up, Michael?
Everything seems to be fine, except the lights don't work.
Oh, you don't have to worry. I forgot to tell you. I had an electrician, one that I trust, to meet you there this morning. You know how a lack of power can be a recurring issue in old places like that. He should be arriving soon.
That's good to know. I'll set up my stuff and let you know how everything does later.
Perfect. Have fun.
Sure.
So we have an electrician on the way. Wait, how is he gonna get in if the gates are locked? Because, like, those don't seem like the automatic kind of gates that would open to anybody. Now that we know that, can we go out and meet him? Like, are we actually gonna have a character come in? Because, I'm kind of having a hard time picturing a character coming into this game, to be honest. I went to the front gate just as Jerry had instructed, but there was no sign of the electrician. Huh. So... that definitely did prompt new dialogue. It didn't say that last time we were here. And in my save file, it said we were playing at 10 a.m. And the dude was supposed to be here this morning, so he's not here yet. Weird. He's running pretty late, it would seem. Can we instantly call back Jerry now and tell him, hey, where's your electrician? No, he didn't answer. Alright then. Well, maybe the electrician will show up and we'll get a classic door jump scare with him. Who knows? In the meantime, there must be more things in the house that I missed. That's all I can conclude with. So, time to start poking around. All these books were like just prop books, right? Huge collections of book was impressive. I would have gladly spent days going through them. Oh wait, that's different. At the Mountains of Madness by H.P. Lovecraft. The previous folks had taste, no question about that. At the Mountains of Madness is a longer story by H.P. Lovecraft that I've been meaning to read. A lot of my friends have recommended that to me. Look at that, it's cool that it's hidden though. It's almost like an Easter egg. But yeah, I believe that one actually takes place in Antarctica, which is really cool to me. I think that Antarctica is like a really underrated place to make stories take place. I think that part of the original Frankenstein took place there. But I wouldn't know because I haven't actually read it. I'm a fake fan. Anything else in here? Because I thought that last time there was like a book that jumped out at us. Oh. Where was that? I saw it for a second. Living in Doom by Reginald P. Linux. Or Linux. I'm not really sure what that is. Oh, there was another book up there. The Aleph by Jorge Luis Borges. Probably said that wrong. Okay, yeah, well, looks like nothing in here, Easter egg books aside, is useful. How about the desk again? I already checked all the drawers, didn't I? Yeah, that looks familiar. Nothing important in the drawers. Can't look at the pictures. Did I look at this book? No, I didn't. There's actual writing in here. It's a lot of writing, actually. Wow, okay. I don't know if this game's gonna be... Oh, hold up. He says, I was ecstatic after reading the journal. The material was incredible. Okay. I was just about to say that I don't know if this game's gonna be like Barrow Hill, where there's so much reading to do. But so far, I like the reading that I've done, so looks like I'll give this a try. And if it's no good, then I'll just edit ahead through the reading so this doesn't turn into an audiobook. And I'll let you guys know a summary of what happened. So let's go ahead and give this a try. February 6th. The construction of the railway bridge is almost complete and went quite smoothly. It took longer than I expected, yet I wish it would have lasted longer. I'll be very sad to leave South Africa. I've become attached to it. Its culture, its arts, over the past few months, and I can't help feeling as if it were already a part of me. I will surely return someday, soon, hopefully. Although I'm afraid there is a great deal of work to be taken care of back in Old Britain. Sounds like this is, James Blackwood, the engineer, and he took a job building a bridge in South Africa. Yeah, railway bridge, yeah. Fortunately, I made good friends here who were ecstatic about my new appreciation of their country. They have offered me some wonderful objects as a token of gratitude, which I have already created and got ready to ship, along with many trinkets I bought myself. It looks like I'm about to start a very substantial collection, and yes, he did. He's got vases all over the house and a little gallery upstairs. It's a good thing Catherine agreed to move into our new home, although I feel several renovations will have to be made. Even more if I'm intending to start a serious new hobby. It seems I'll have to get back to work. John Patterson has just told me some natives are causing trouble. A very unfortunate thing, although I'm secretly rejoicing. February 12th, 6 days later. The natives won't leave. It's not like they're causing trouble, so much as they're unsettling our workers. The only complaint so far has been distraction. They just stand still between the trees, staring at us, without blinking an eye. I've watched them for a few minutes, and they truly seem like some tenebrous statues. At first it was just annoying, but lately it has become downright creepy. They seem to be stalking us. So it's not like they're hindering the construction, but there is a general uneasy feeling as if they were about to jump at us at any moment. I think I will hire some protection as a measure of precaution. February 15th. Fascinating. I've been looking into these natives. They live in a nearby village and are a very small group, yet they seem to manage quite well. I had thought of them as quite an uncivilized tribe, but their movements are calculated, and one can perceive a sense of careful organization in their tasks. Oddly enough, they seem to be very brutish, and their aspect looks awful, although I couldn't take a good look at their facial features as I followed one of them, completely on my own, and it could have been dangerous getting any closer. Also, the village is poor and very rough, but some of the shacks leapt out as inviting or special. It made me very curious. I will try to come closer tomorrow. The next day, February 16th. My second expedition to the village of the natives has been foiled by an unexpected problem at the bridge. I'm afraid it was due to a slight miscalculation on my part, an indication that I should be focusing more on the task at hand and put my sudden love for all African things aside for a moment. It was my fault, and I accept it. February 20th. They are at it again, lurking beyond the forest. It's amazing how they have changed our perception of the surroundings. At first we were delighted by the quiet nature of the place. Now we fear what horrors might be concealed in that dark and foreboding cloak of trees. The tops loom above us, overshadowing the bridge, and strange noises haunt our meals, even the river telling ungodly secrets. We could be, of course, a bit more sensitive towards distractions, but I can't help feeling the area has, in fact, become more sinister. And yet, I'm still looking forward to satisfying my curiosity about the tribe. February 24th. At last, I found something more about the neighboring tribe. This is an incredible finding, and I just can't withhold my excitement. Some elders at their local town happen to know about them, but only through stories they heard. The most surprising thing is that the tribe assumed to be extinct long ago, but according to my vague descriptions, the elders think that I could be dealing with a legend here. Everything they ever learned of them was during their childhood, when the tribe was stalking the town, much in the same way they have been stalking us. People used to call them duham, as such was the sound of screams heard echoing late in the night. They'd come out into the streets and see an evil glitter atop a hill in the distance. Some would say it was fire, others the cursed spirit of an ancient god. Whatever it was, they say the bright light, amid those fantastic screams, was bone-chilling. The macabre scene would suddenly stop just as it had begun out of nowhere, never to be seen again in days to come. Intervals between those horrible nights became longer and longer, until they soon faded into oblivion. The tribe apparently had retreated back into obscurity, until now. They were later known as the Dhalmaar, a rather more scientific name, although none of the people I spoke with could possibly remember its origin. I find it extremely surprising that nobody has ever heard about this tribe, with the exception of a few townspeople. They must be incredibly rare, and judging by the stories passed on from generations in the town, very old. February 27th. I will confess that I've become nearly obsessed with this strange tribe, and I see them as the most prized goal of my appreciation towards all South African things, a dangerous yet irresistible reward. I feel as if they were my discovery. I simply have to study them before leaving. I fear I won't have the chance to ever again. It has become an important goal of mine, even more important than finishing the bridge. March 4th. Finally, I have managed to see them. My God, what a disturbing spectacle. When we arrived, they were moving around the village very slowly, without speaking or communicating with each other, each minding his or her own business, completely alien to the rest of the world. They were filthy looking, coarse and downright disgusting. I couldn't see any weapons, but they could have been stored somewhere. It was all very strange behavior in a tribe. They must be quite unique. Then, as if they had suddenly all become possessed by some wild spirit, they began shaking spasmodically. Spasmodically is a word that Lovecraft always used, and screaming like mad. Some of them dropped to their knees and lifted their heads to the sky, eyes blank, and moaning in an indescribable way. 2 of them walked away, still in that monotonous and slow manner, and in great contrast to the rest of the scene, into a shack. The next minute, they brought out into the open an odd-looking mask. Its shapes, colors, and overall looks, while unsettling, were mesmerizing, and I felt instantly hypnotized by it. It rendered my modest collection of African curiosities into dull and uninteresting items. The mask was very ominous, and the whole tribe seemed to greatly revere it. Soon, they began to gather around it and move in circles, fluttering and chanting a guttural psalm. Judging by their emotions and aspect of the whole ritual, it must have been some kind of war ritual. I'm not sure how to explain what happened next, as I feel my pulse is already throbbing. Words fail me to recount the most disturbing thing I have ever witnessed. One of the male villagers walked into the middle, near the mask, by his own will. It was an almost automatic act. All of a sudden, the remaining members became silent. I can't tell for how long it lasted, but I was afraid to breathe. I think Dalby and the others were also scared. They wouldn't even blink. I remember being soaked wet and expectant. The silence was so unnatural. Then, a few members separated from the people circling the mask and jumped on the single villager, beating him to death. To be completely faithful in the event, the small crowd tore him apart. They grabbed his legs in 2s and 3s and twisted them in a manner I dare not describe. His face was disfigured with the bare fingernails and teeth, and the torso soon disappeared under the frenzied tangle of hands. In a matter of a few minutes, the villager was turned into a red sack of bones. Not one of the attackers had the compassion to snap his neck during the sickening process. All was very methodical, as if it was just another mundane task. The most terrifying aspect, though, was that the victim didn't even cringe. The silence was so deep, I could hear his flesh ripping. I would expect any living creature to scream its guts out in such a condition. I can't tell whether he was drugged or half asleep, but I did recognize him dancing like everybody else before walking into the middle of the circle. It was the most outrageous and sadistic sacrifice I've ever heard of. I don't think I will ever forget what I saw. My intentions of approaching further, even if they didn't have any weapons at hand, had vanished. Those creatures, I dare not call them human beings, could have killed my whole company in the blink of an eye with their rage. They seemed to be completely out of themselves and willing to destroy anything intruding into their path. It's the final page. While the images of the sacrifice still haunt my thoughts, I still can't seem to forget that mask. It was so deceptively simple, and yet perfect in its design. I haven't seen anything like it. I surely would love to take a better look. I feel the Dhalmaar, dangerous as they are, could be the most important ethical finding in decades. What I've seen today is crying for some further investigating. I just can't leave them like that. I would never forgive myself. And the mask. That mask. Holy shit. Okay. I'm glad I read that. That was freaking creepy, man. I have chills. I have chills, not necessarily because of something I read, but I just... Shit, I have to be sure about it now. Okay, so I'll just a quick summary in case you skipped ahead to whatever timestamp I put on screen. That was a document from James T. Blackwood, who was an engineer who lived at this house. This is the dining room now. James T. Blackwood lived in that studio back there, and he was doing a dig in South Africa. He was building a railway bridge, because he's an engineer. And he became fascinated with a local tribe of natives who were causing a bit of a ruckus on the dig. They were just kind of watching the crew and making them uncomfortable from a distance. And ultimately what happened was that he got really obsessed with this tribe and followed them to learn more about their ceremonies, and ended up witnessing a ritual of sorts where they brought out this old ritualized mask of their culture and murdered a man in front of it in like a horrible way. And Blackwood left. He was terrified of the event, but kept on talking about how entranced he was by the mask. And I genuinely have chills as I say this. I'm realizing now, did he bring the mask home? I swear to Christ, if there's a fucking mask in this gallery. This is the gallery, right? Oh god. Is that it? Yeah. All those masks, they made me feel very uneasy. They seemed to be guarding the room. Shit, the drum scared me. Did he actually bring the death mask back? There's a ton of masks in here. Oh god, one of the slots is missing. It might be here, but just not in this room. That's really unsettling. Oh shit, there's more on the wall over there. He didn't give any descriptions. It was just a creepy-ass mask. I still have chills, good god. The story really caught me off guard, because I feel like I've read little entries like that all the time in horror games, just as like little exposition pieces. But that really did a number on me, because I started thinking halfway through, oh shit, is that mask upstairs in this house? And it might be, I still don't know. Oh, that's so unsettling. Okay, it's not one of these, is it? I don't even think we can look at those. Can we? But yeah, that was a very good read. It was a very... It felt like a Lovecraftian short story in and of itself. Oh, there's a broken lamp. The lamp seemed to be broken beyond repair. Probably the souvenir of a hazardous journey. Okay. Oh, there's a letter here. World Arts, 19th of September, 1962. Dear James, and James would be the man who just had that encounter I read about. I'm going to make use of these resting moments to thank you once again for your kindness. Those shields that you have donated to us are wonderful. If it weren't for you, our section dedicated to African objects wouldn't be anything else other than a mere collection of photographs. Also, I've been looking into these Dhalmaar you mentioned. There you go, Dhalmaar, that's the tribe name. I have to say, they seem to be rather fantastic. If it wasn't for your personal account of their activities, I'd dismiss them as old wives' tales. I found a few books mentioning them, and I'd be very happy to lend them to you. They'll be mailed to you at once. I hope they can satisfy your curiosity. Simon Russell, director of Durham Museum of World Arts. Cordially yours, Simon Russell. So he sent books on the Durham to this house in 1962. Oh, crap. Well, now we have to go back down to the library. The books have to be down there. Or maybe they wouldn't be in the study. But there's been books all over this house. What's this? Just a tapestry of sorts? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm still want to make sure I'm absolutely thorough in this room. This display was holding perhaps... Oh, no. This display was holding perhaps the most impressive items in the room. Can I open it? Please tell me I can't open it. A pair of huge carved tusks were occupying a corner of the gallery. Is it just the tusks? Because, as far as I'm concerned, the tusks were not used in ritualized bloodletting. So I'm okay with that. It wouldn't move. Wait. Why do I have to even have that option? Should I be able to move it? Well, now I feel like there's something behind it. God damn it, this game is making me paranoid. Still wouldn't move. What is with this angle? There must be something down here I'm not seeing. That's unsettling. Let me just make sure there's nothing else important in this room, and then we'll go on the hunt for that book. Beautiful vases were mesmerizing. More ivory, I think. Okay, let's get out of here. This bongo music is creeping me the hell out. Please no jump scare. Shit, oh god. That shit is so unsettling now. Because now I'm picturing this creepy ass mask everywhere I go. What is this room? We've never been in here. Okay. So there was a whole other room I never knew about. Awesome. So, yeah, looks like I did miss stuff in my preliminary sweep of the house. It's another bedroom, needless to say. The bed seems to be comfortable, but too fancy for me. Canopy beds always did seem a little extra to me. We have no reflection. Awesome. What's that? Is there a crack in the mirror? Or, oh, it's just a reflection. Okay. I don't know what we're doing with that mirror. Well, I mean, there's got to be something in here. Oh, a little corgi of sorts in the picture. Ooh, another desk. Perhaps containing more. I didn't want to go through a bunch of trinkets and perfume. Oh, you don't know that. What if there's some cool, spooky stuff in here, Michael? Come on, man. Where's your sense of adventure? You literally just read a man's diary about witnessing a murder sacrifice ritual thing. What's this? A diploma was displayed on the shelf. It appeared that the people who lived in the house were very educated. We know that much. We had an engineer and then a doctor after him. Or maybe it was the doctor and then the engineer. I'm not really sure. Several romantic novels and history books. I decided to stay away from them. Good call. We don't need any Charlena Purcell in here. Books on engineering, math, physics, not my thing. Yeah. Oh, we can get these drawers at least. Looks like a broken picture. Maybe a child's drawing. Is that the only thing in here? Guess so. How about the other ones? It's an old pocket watch. Looks like we can just open it up, but can't actually take it with us. Oh, easy. No, what are those bottles? Are they... Is there nothing in here? Okay, I guess nothing of importance in that one. How about the bottom drawer? Just some neatly folded shirts that haven't been worn in at least a decade, I'm guessing. More old paintings. Okay, and there's really nothing on the desk? Like, seriously? There's gotta be something important in this room. Okay, I guess it's just perfume and trinkets then. Just like Michael says. Dude, I'm genuinely creeped now. I sure to hell hope if that electrician shows up, he'd better knock, dude. I am not doing jump scares in this place right now. Let's go back to our room. I think there might have been some books in here. This game does get a little bit dark visually at times. I might add a little bit of brightness in the editing so you guys can see it better than I can. Yeah, here we go. We have a bookshelf. Books were rather boring. No horror novels. Okay, but really? All the books? Alright, fair enough. Can we maybe... It wasn't the best moment to start writing yet. So we can't do any writing yet? Okay. I was gonna say, maybe that's the way that the game wants us to pass time, is to actually do what we're supposed to be doing here. Medical examines. Yeah, a doctor used to sleep in this room, we knew that. Can I use the lamp? No, that's the thing. Oh, something in the trash. Why is it that I can't concentrate? Crumpling pages like this. I'm getting worse. The whisperings. They're killing me. They cannot be real. They cannot be real. I barred the doorway, but still can hear them in my dreams. How to get rid of it? If it was only that simple, but tearing it apart would force me to admit its otherworldly nature. No. It just can't be possible. I can't allow these thoughts to cross my mind. But I can really hear them. So clearly. Have I really lost it? It just can't be that. It just can't be that I'm experiencing exactly what James did. Okay, so this is the doctor who is mentioning James now, who apparently had some kind of difficulty in this house with hearing noises, and I'm already not liking where that's going. It has to be influence. How else to explain that every time I walk past the gallery... No, the whispers grow louder. No, they're luring me inside. It wants me closer. I can hear them again. Yes, the tortured souls of the fallen, now suffering for eternity. A chant. Next room. I know for sure its source now. I can't fool myself any longer. Are those drums? Oh, please, for Christ's sakes, don't let it be drums. I have to document this. I have to keep going. Because if James was right, may God have mercy on our souls. Dude. No. Barred the doorway. I wonder what had distressed the writer this much. If he heard drums, that's genuinely creeps me the hell out, because we heard drums when we were in there too. And I just thought that was part of the soundtrack, but I don't even know anymore. Too early to go to bed. Okay, we can't do that. Can we look at the books on the shelf? The little ones down here? No? Okay. Let's get out of here. I don't want to be in the house right now. Oh, shit. I don't want to go in that gallery ever again. That's genuinely so freaky to me now. Okay. Tell you what. I'm gonna go give a quick sweep of the house to see if I can find these books that were mentioned in the invoice we found from the museum, and I will cut back in when I find them. Oh! I haven't been in this room. This is the kitchen. Okay, so basically there's a ton more rooms in this game than I thought. I thought I'd seen it all last episode. Alright, let's have a look around here. There were plenty of kitchen utensils in the house ready to be used. Okay, but are any important to us? There's got to be some tools we can take from the kitchen. Maybe some nice Crisco or olive oil we can use to grease up the greenhouse doors. I don't know. There's an oven there. Oh, look at this. Back door. It is. So there is a backyard. Look at that. Oh, this game keeps on getting bigger and bigger. Okay, before we go to the backyard, let's have a look in here. Oh shit, look at that. Fridge. The interior of the refrigerator was begging for some serious cleaning, not to mention a powerful disinfectant. Yeah, that must be pretty foul. Looks like a plate of bones. Some empty liquor bottles. Or maybe not empty, who knows. Coffee grinder? I think. The grinder was open and waiting for anything to be tossed inside to test its blades. Looks like we're going to be using that for a puzzle later. Is there anything I can throw in it now? Cigars, maybe? No. I'm no pyromaniac. Oh, this is a book of matches. That's funny. So, that was dialogue for trying to light it on fire. A nice, rustic, old-fashioned grinder. Okay, that's cool. Have fun with that. Anything on the pantries over here? Hey, there's more doors yet. Where do these go? If I find one more room I didn't eventually know about, I'm gonna go crazy. Apparently the water was not running. No, we knew that. Cupboards down here. Looks like some silverware and assorted cutlery. A knife. We have a knife now. Let's go. I'll keep that in mind. Nothing in that drawer, though. Alright, a nice sharp knife. Can we open these other cabinets, too? Okay, no. What's through this door? Please just be a closet. I've had enough exploration. Nope, it's a guest room of some sort. With another door yet. God damn it. I started this game being so giddy about exploring that reading that book legit creeped me out. I'm gonna have to take a break before I continue this. Well done, developers. We have some photographs here. Squirrel. The topmost sheet of paper of the pile had some curious markings on it, so I grabbed it to have a closer look. Do we have more reading here? What is this? Wait, did he put it in our inventory? Okay, we have 2 rows now. How do I read it? He just said he grabbed it to have a closer look. Just a bunch of uninteresting books. Okay, but are we getting any closer to the books? Housekeeping, old... What does that say? Virginia? I don't know. Maybe this is where the maid lived? The practical photographer. Okay, so photographer stayed in here. Oh, we just got a pencil. Picture that looks like it was from inside this room. It was an old picture of the kitchen that I had just left. Ah, so was there once a vase there? That seems like it's going to be important, but I'm not sure why. Okay, what else is in this room? Useless junk. Ooh, an old camera. Looked like whoever stayed in this room loved photography. Yeah, I'll say. Folded clothes. Empty drawer. Candelabras. More photographs. Nightstand, perhaps? Anything in the drawer? What's this? Practical Photography, Class and Paper Manual, Charles A. Long. Not very important. The bed in this room was miserable looking. Yeah, that's not the... I once stayed in a cabin for a camping trip that had mattresses like that. They're not very fun. That's a pretty accurate reflection of the mirror there. Okay, what's through this door now? Does this one just go outside too? Nope. Oh, it's a dark room. Or a makeshift one. It's a bathroom turned into a dark room. So it doesn't look like it's going to get very dark. Just in case I tried again, but there was still no power. Bunch of pictures of the house, huh? Oh, look at that! The previous owners. That must be James Blackwood and his wife, I'm guessing. Oh, look at that. There is a mausoleum somewhere. How about that? Maybe this could be right outside the back door or something. And that's a picture of the fountain. Pretty. There's a little lily in it. A little lily in it. Can't talk today. Oh, what's this picture? It's another picture of the kitchen. See? That's the same drawer. You're starting to make me nervous with all these kitchen pictures, game. The smell coming from the toilet prevented any further investigation. Okay. Someone has not flushed for the past decade. I get it. Another sink. Yep, water doesn't run still. I don't know how much else there is to see in this house. But I'm due for a breath of fresh air. I'm ready to get to that backyard. Let me just make sure there's nothing else in this room. You can never be totally sure you've seen it all. I thought I had seen it all in the house. And evidently I have not. And I still haven't even found those books that were mentioned. Okay, so there was a vase right there. There was a vase in the picture, but not in reality. Also, we didn't go in this. This is a little closet, I'm hoping. Oh, no. The door to what I assumed was the basement was locked. Okay, so we have a basement. Please, for the love of God, I can't believe I'm saying this. Please don't let this be the key to the basement. Okay, good God. Thank you. I would have actually ended the episode here if that unlocked the basement, because I'm not ready to go into the basement. Countless jars and cans adorned the kitchen. Okay. Let's have a quick look over here, where the vase was. Can we say anything about that? Just an ordinary little table? But it's more than that, though. Alright. A key holder, except there weren't any keys hanging from it. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let's have a quick look back at that picture, then. Were there keys in the picture? Maybe the vase wasn't even the important thing in it. This one? Yes, there was a key hanging from it. And I don't think that's the key we have. An interesting storytelling game. So somewhere around here there is at least one key. Alright, let's get outside. Alright, we'll do a nice little sweep back here. I don't see any forest trails. We'll just go along this way. That would be a forest trail. Okay, great. I know it's not going to help me, but it makes me feel a little bit better to know we have a knife. Oh, this is pretty. Nice and scenic. Okay, it's a little bit less pretty now. Blackwood Crypt. Well, we just saw the pictures taken out here. Let's have a look inside. If we can open it. A thick wire was tied between both handles, securing the door to the crypt. Well, that typically says to me I should not intrude, but the game gave me a knife for a reason, I suppose. It was impossible to cut the wire with the knife. Hey, what do you know? I don't have to go in there yet. Great. Awesome. What else is back here? Nothing that I can spot. I don't know if there's any sneaky trails around here. Doesn't seem like it. Did I come from that way? Okay, yeah, I came from there. Alright, well, maybe that's all that there is to explore for now. I wouldn't be surprised if even more things still turn up yet, because I thought I had seen it all, and evidently I had not. And I think, for my own sake, I'm going to call it an episode there. So join me next time when we find this missing book about the Dhalmaar tribe, meet with the electrician, hopefully, and figure out more about what happened to the past owners of this house. And don't forget to vote for Holt.